Hello everyone, this is me Diara. Welcome to another reading. This is a love reading. This is about any relationship that you may or may not have. There will be 3 piles to choose from. Let's start with the piles with the stones. This would be pile number 1, pile number 2, and last but not least, pile number 3. If you need a bit longer to choose your stone, to choose your pile, press the pause button. Otherwise, you can find the timestamps down low. I am available for personal readings via WhatsApp, preferably, to be honest. And yeah, this is about your person, the one you have in mind. You can dedicate each pile to one person, or you can just choose one pile straightforward, go all in, right? Commit to one pile, and let's see, what do they want, what's going on with them, and what is the future potential. Let's start with pile number 1, okay? The greenish pile. So first of all, I want to talk about your person. Who is this person? Who are we talking about? Who do we have on the table for today? Let's see, who is he or she? I read from a perspective of a woman in love with a guy, but this is not gender specific. Make it yours, right? And yeah, if you're new, welcome to my channel. Let's see, who is this person? Okay, 5 of Swords in reverse. I feel like this person is pretty much straightforward. Could very well be that you had a fight going on, a controversy, a discussion, maybe a misunderstanding, and it could very well be that you guys are separated right now. Maybe not for such a long time. Maybe yes, maybe you haven't, I don't know, talking to the person for a year or longer. But what I do see is that they said something, you said something, and somehow your ways parted. But yes, they do still think about you. I can tell you that right away. They still look into your direction. They are right now thinking about, okay, what did I say? Why did I say it the way I said it? And so on and so far. You know what I'm saying? So they are right now contemplating about the situation, about you, about them, and your situation. I mean, very often, right, when it's about emotions and feelings and when it's about love specifically, I mean, of course, this could be not about love. Maybe you want to know how your boss thinks about you, and this has nothing to do with romance at all. But I mean, okay, let's be honest. For 95% of you, it is about love. But either way, I would say, yes, this person thinks about you. They may have said things that came, that, I don't know, have been, you understood the words they said in a wrong way. And they, I don't know whether they are already regretting what they said or what happened between you, but they do think about it. That's for sure, okay? Let's keep it like this, first of all. And now let's see, how does this person view you? I mean, yes, they think about you, but how do they think about you? What do they think about you? When they think about you, how do they perceive you? The Temperance card. I think this person knows that you are a very emotional person. You are trying to always find the right level, the right way, how to deal with the things. You see, like how she is pouring water from one cup to the other. I feel like you are a person who, how can I say this in the right way? Yeah, you are someone who tries to even out situations and fights and discussions. You are someone who tries to find the best solution, okay, whatever that means. I mean, sometimes even when we do our best and when we try our best, it doesn't mean that it's working, but at least we try, right? And also seeing her tapping one foot into the water, I feel like this person knows that you have feelings for them. This is something that they already know, whether you said it or not so far. But I mean, yeah, this person knows that, yeah, this is someone, this is a decent girl, this is a woman who is mature, like she's not gambling around. She's trying to find the best solution, the best way how we could get back together again, maybe. And yeah, she has feelings, okay? This is a very emotional person. And that is something that they know. What else do we need to know about you and them? I mean, you came to this reading for a reason, right? So what's going on and what do we need to know? Let's say this is about the past, and let's take those two cards here for the future, possible future tendencies, okay? Let me just put this like this so you can see it. Okay, so this card is representing the past and maybe also a bit of the current energy. Wrong attitude, yeah. Someone is throwing away something, and this something is hard. It's like, yeah, someone has maybe, as I said something wrong. Maybe someone is not in the right attitude right now. Maybe someone is not willing to commit 100%. Maybe, yeah, someone is, as we can see here, throwing away something that's worthy. Maybe someone is treating you in a way that you feel is not 100% okay and all right. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what's been going on in the past. And let's have a look into the future tendencies. Okay, you know me, or if you don't know me, I am very honest, okay? I want these pick a card readings to help you, to help us. I feel like it's not helping us if we try to make something fit that doesn't fit. I think that is something that may feel good in the beginning, but in the long run, it will not work out. Because if something, or if people, let's be precise here, because we are not talking about a thing, we are talking about people, you and them. And if you guys don't fit, if you guys don't have the same standards, if you don't have the same vision about how a relationship is supposed to be, and if you picture yourself in a completely different way, like 5 years from now than they do, and so on and so far, right? I mean, we could talk about religion here, we could talk about skin color, politics, and so on and so far. But to make a long story short, if some people, they are not meant to be together forever because they don't fit. And what I see here, speaking about the future, pile number one, is we see the doubt card and the crossroad card. And it could very well be that someone is not willing to make a straightforward decision and to be honest and to commit to a 100%. And also we see this one here, which is the use card, like someone is using someone, okay? And I feel you deserve something better, pile number one. I mean, I don't know this person, okay? And I don't want to say something bad about them since I don't know them at all and I don't know your situation. I mean, maybe you are the one who's using someone. Maybe you are the one who's not willing to make a decision. But at the end of the day, what I see here is controversies. I see, yes, you want things to even out again, but I feel you should probably, how can I say that? Maybe you should try to imagine a future without this person. Maybe you should open yourself up for the possibility that this person is not the one for you, at least not now. Maybe where you are in your life and in your timeline and where they are in their timeline. Maybe you guys are too far away from each other. Maybe you are too far ahead from this person. Maybe there is also a bit of an age gap. You know what I'm saying? So speaking about the future, maybe also this has to do with children, whether somebody wants children and the other person doesn't, whatever that means. And we get the show your love card in reverse. I feel like I would not, as an advice from Spirit, don't do something. Don't be the one who chases this person or who's the one who's trying to make it happen all the time. Let them come to you. Pile number one. That's what I have for you. And I hope that makes sense. I think it does. To me, it makes complete sense. Okay? Don't show your love. Don't be the one who makes the whole work. Let them decide whether they want to commit to you, yes or no. And if not, take this as a chance so someone else can enter your life. Someone who really, really appreciates you and is willing to commit to you to a 100%. I hope that makes sense. I think I leave this here. Almost 10 minutes about your situation, your person. I hope this helps. I have tons of other love readings on my channel available. Feel free to scroll through. If you like this reading, if you have a comment, if you have some feedback, let me know in the comments. I read all of them. And last but not least, I don't know why, but I feel I want to give you one final card to end this up. One more card for pile number one. Yeah, you see, you should better shift your awareness towards someone else right now, because for now, I don't really feel like this is the one, this is the perfect match, this is the fit. Yes, you can try, but I feel sooner or later you will come to a conclusion this is not it, this is not the one. As sad as it may sound, maybe you have put all your eggs into one bag, or maybe like you feel like you owe this person something, or you feel like, yeah, this could have been the one if they would only do this or that. But the thing is, yeah, if only. But what if not? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm so sorry. Don't shoot the messenger. I feel bad that I have to give you such a message, but that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. Peace out. Only the best to you. Namaste. Okay. Pile number 2. If you have chosen the grayish silver stone, what do we need to know about your person right now? Who are we talking about? This way you can feel whether this is your pile or not, okay? I will talk a bit about your person. Okay, King of Cups. A very emotional person. Mature, not the youngest anymore. I don't know how old you are, but King and also Queens, they represent adult energies, okay? So this is an adult person, a man, not a man-child, hopefully, and someone who is very emotional. It could be a water sign, Cancer, or I don't know all the water signs because I'm not an astrologist. Maybe you know. But yeah, so what stands out here is that this person... also, they love to dress in a certain way. They take care of themselves, like they are getting regular haircuts, they're letting their nails done and whatnot. Maybe they prefer clothes, which is, like from a certain standard and brand and whatnot. So this is about your person. Also, maybe this person is not so accessible to you, I want to say, because we see this King of Cups sitting here on their throne, and they are, I don't know, like swimming on an ice shell or something like that. We got the water here, the ocean, and I don't know whether it's so easy to access this person's feelings and emotions. Maybe this person is very special. Maybe they have special opinions and a special way, as I said, to dress and to express themselves. I feel like this person, I don't want to say we talk about vanity here, but I feel like this person thinks that they are a good match. Okay, so let's see, how do they think about you? How do they perceive you? The moon. Also a very emotional woman, okay? So they perceive you as being very emotional, very intuitive, maybe even spiritual. Also someone who can, someone who is willing. Let me explain that to you. Do you see the Cancer and how he is stepping out of the water to the earth? So that means that you are able to live in any circumstances, whether it's water, the ocean, or the world, the earth. You can live either way, and that's good. That makes you special, because not everyone is willing nor able to be flexible enough to adjust to different circumstances, right? And this is something that you do, right? You are very, how do you say it, versatile, is that the right word? I don't know. Diverse, however you want to pronounce it. What else? So you are spiritual, emotional, you have a lot of feelings, and they perceive you as the queen of coins. You have values, you have certain standards. Again, this is adult energy, right? You have your together, also money-wise, when it comes to your finances, your job, also your standard and your prestige, like you have achieved things in your life, and this is something that they definitely know, and I don't want to say they admire it, but I feel seeing you and him as queen and king next to each other with the moon, I feel that they think you could be marriage material, if you will. So let's see what's going on between you and them. Let's dedicate one card, the first card, for the past and current energies, and the other two cards, and this is probably the most important part, will let us know something about future tendencies, okay? So let's see. What do we need to know about the past and the current? Yeah, crossroads. Someone has to make a decision. This is all about decision making. Do I want this person, yes or no? Am I willing to commit? Am I willing to be serious and exclusive? Do I want this, do I want them to, do I want to introduce them to my mom, my dad, things like that, questions like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's going on currently in your relationship. I want to say it's all about the next step, the next level. What is that? What do we have? Is this just for fun? Is this something serious? What do you want? What do I want? Like in every relationship, when you date someone for a while, there comes the time when you have to have the talk. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like maybe you are at this point with this person. So let's talk about the future tendencies. Wow, this is so weird, because we saw this card in pile number 1, which makes me think about maybe you are coming from pile number 1. You wanted to have a second opinion, so to say. The thing is, again, we are talking about using someone, okay, which is not good, because this is not, you don't want anyone to use you, and vice versa, right? It's not good to use someone just for fun or just like that. So make sure that you don't find yourself in a toxic environment or in a situation where you are not telling the truth to each other, because it's all about the truth, which would heal the, the recipe, the secret ingredient that's missing in your relationship right now is the truth. You have to be brutally honest with each other, pile number 2, whether you want it or not. And I feel like, speaking about the talk, the only reason why we tend to not ask certain questions is we are afraid to listen to the truth. If you ask someone, hey, what is that between us? Are we exclusive? What would you do if they say, no, we're not? It's good that you asked me, because I already wanted you to know that, you know what, I date another woman. Like, there's another woman and I know her for a while, and every now and then I meet her for coffee. What would you do in a situation like that? I mean, yes, it hurts, right? At least he told you the truth. He could have not told you that he's meeting another woman, but still, it's not what you wanted to hear, right? And at the same time, when we are in the beginning stages of a relationship, we never know, right? We can never know. We never know. I mean, the beginning can be beautiful, it can be awesome, it can be magical. But 3 months from now, you can find yourself with the same person in a completely different situation. So, what would bring you the answer to your questions is the truth, heart-to-heart conversations. And I feel like, we do see romantic feelings, we do see passion, attraction. It's still worth making the effort, I feel, but at the same time, free yourself from the need to control everything, and also from your past, of course. Don't get lost in the situationship, because there might be something that you still don't know, with the deception card coming out here. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have for you. Is there anything else, pile number 2? Oh wow, we see the love card though. Okay, so I feel like not all hope is lost. You should take it easy, pile number 2. Take it easy and free yourself from old-fashioned, and when I say old-fashioned, I don't mean it, please don't get me wrong here, because I feel like it's good to have old-fashioned values and old-fashioned standards, like being exclusive, being the one for each other's, not lying, not hiding, and stuff like that. But maybe your past, your specific individual past, has is having, how can I say that in English? Maybe you see deception around every corner. Maybe you see false play behind every corner. Maybe it's very hard for you to trust people, and that is maybe something you should get rid of. Final cards, pile number 2. What else do we need to know for pile number 2, people? Let it go. Oh. Very diverse reading, I have to be honest with you. Very diverse reading. We get the let it go card. We get the no card, exclamation mark. So I think you truly are at this point. Wait a minute. Where do we get it? At this point, the crossroad point. And you have to find out whether this person is the one you want to commit to 100%. I think you have to be very honest with yourself here. And if you feel like, yes, I do have some romantic feelings, there is a certain amount of passion going on, and yes, I am willing and able to make the effort, but if you still find out at the end of the day that they are not the one for you, probably you guys have to go through quite a bit chaos and conflict in the beginning stages, then don't be afraid to let it go, okay? And to let the situation unfold organically. With the yin card, I feel like you should not do something. You should not be the one who pursues this person, who makes the first step, who calls them, who reaches out to them all the time. You should not be the one, because the yin element is all about receiving, right? Step into your divine feminine power. Yeah, let go the need to control everything, to control this person, or to, like trying to, how should I say it, like yeah, just let them make the work, okay? So, I hope this helped. Thank you so much for listening. Leave a comment, share, like, and subscribe. And yeah, I hope I could bring you some enlightenment into your situation. Let's continue with pile number 3, the greenish one, okay? Last but not least, glass table, pretty loud, I'm sorry. Let's see, what do we need to know about this person? First of all, let's talk about this person, okay? What do we need to know about this person? Who is this person? Who are we talking about? Okay, this is someone who is very slow, very patient. Maybe this is an earth sign, someone who likes to do things thoroughly. Okay, very diligent, very loyal, but also, as I said, very slow. This is slow moving energy, right? Okay, this person needs time for everything. Whatever they do it in a slow motion way. Okay, this is something you have to know. And if you're like, yeah, this is it, this is the person, then this is your pile. Okay, 8 of coins. Someone who thinks about things a lot. Yeah, an earth sign, as I said, very old fashioned, someone who has standards, someone who is also maybe very much into work, and maybe they have a specific work situation going on right now, probably. Maybe they have some work issues, money issues they have to think about a lot these days. This could also be the case, okay, just so you know. Yeah, someone who thinks a lot right now these days. So, how do they see you? Let's step into this person's head and let's see how they perceive you. How do they think about you? When they think about you, what do they think? 2 of Wands. Okay, and what else? And 7 of Wands. You are a very fiery person. You are someone who works hard, who has been traveling around the world a lot, and someone also, I feel, if you guys have I don't know where you're at with this person right now, but I feel like it has something to do with decision making. 2 of Wands is the one who has options and who thinks about the future a lot and who wants to decide whether they should take this wand or this one, standing in between those 2 wands. You know, like having the world in the hands speaks about having options, having, yeah, you've been traveling around the world maybe a lot already, so you are someone who knows things, you know, like you have been around the block a couple of times. So you are a mature adult person who knows what they want and what they not want any longer, right? So, okay, and now let's step into the future. So the first card I'm pulling out is about the past and the current energies between you and your person. And the other 2 cards, this one and that one, is about the future, okay? The future, the possible future tendencies. So speaking about the past and the current energies, oh, we got the loneliness card. Maybe you guys are separated. Maybe you feel like you can't come together. Maybe you live on different sides of the world. Maybe there is a time gap, an age gap, whatever gap in between you right now. Maybe you have had a situation, a relation, and then you decided to take a break for I don't know what reasons. So we got the loneliness card here. What else? Oh, broken heart and fear of commitment. Somehow all these 3 piles, belong together. But because what I see is people are afraid of commitment. I don't know whether it's you, the one who's listening, the one who's watching, or them, or maybe both of you. Maybe you both are afraid of getting your heart broken again, right? Let's see, what else do we need to know about the future? Pile number 3, future tendencies. What's coming in? What do you need to know? The possible outcome of this relationship. You have to let go of the past, both of you, because it's safe for you to love, but you have to let go of the past and all the exes. If they are still dealing with their ex, if you are still dealing with your ex, or kind of waiting for them, or being attached to what happens with your ex in the past, you have to let it go. If you do so, I see your relationship accelerating to the next level. You have to have faith, right? And patience, okay? What else? Bottom of the deck again, the faith card. What else? Is there anything else we need to know for pile number 3? So I see that there is still hope for both of you if you let go of the past, if you let go of the fear to be hurt again. Yeah, treasure island. I think this is a slow grow. There is a treasure in this relationship, in this connection, whatever connection you might have, whoever that may be. There is a treasure in this whole situation, and I feel like whatever happens, you already have won in this situation, if you know what I mean. Okay, so even if you don't find yourself ending up with this person in the long run, still they have given you something. I don't know what that is, and you should worship that. Okay, worship what they have given to you and what you have given to them. It is a slow grow. You have to have patience. You guys are in this situation. This is the in-between card, like halfway this, halfway gray, halfway color. So this is where you are right now, and you have to go through it. You are right in the middle of the eye of the tornado, and you have to go through this momentum. This is probably not the nicest place to be, but the most valuable place, because that makes a situation strong. That makes a situation grow and thrive to the next level. Always have that in mind, pile number 3, okay? So, is there anything else? One final card for pile number 3 people. I would say, if I lean myself quite far out of the window, out of the 3 piles, this is the one which holds the most hope and potential for the future, if I may say so. Yeah. So I definitely see you progressing and succeeding with this connection and with this person, if you are willing to let go of the past. Okay? I hope this helped. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. If you need more guidance, you find tons of other readings on my channel. Feel free to scroll through. I do upload every now and then. I do work both in English and German, just so you know. Thank you so much for being part of my tribe. Peace out, namaste, and only the best to all of you. Bye.